Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. I am Travis. It's Friday. That means it's time for Friday Night Smackdown. Got a few things on the card for tonight. We know the New Day have a mystery tag team partner to go up against Butch and the boys. And we also have Ronda Rousey going up against Raquel Rodriguez. That's happening. Let's see if I can pop this chat out. Not chat. All right, Walter, Bryce, Luke, and Matthew. Then, now, forever. All right. All right, they're going back to, was this last week or the week before? It feels like it's forever ago, but I think it was last week. And then we saw a lot of it, the after effects on a Raw, and that's what makes it sound like it's so far back. If you guys didn't know, Zelina Vega had to have surgery, so that's why we haven't seen her on TV for a moment. Over on Raw. All right, let's see. What was that? I guess I have my phone volume on. Okay, it's weird. Ugh. All right. Anyways, let's see it to the people in the chat. We got Sophie in there now in film. All right, Walter says New Day and their partner for the win. And then, okay, let's do this. I am ready for SmackDown, and I am here. That's Bryce said, yes, and Luke said, hello, chat. Delete and Trap. She's out in the other room. And then Matthew said, then, now, forever, yo, yo, yo. And then Film said, hey, Travis, big hugs, big heart. And then Sophie said, with them moving Money in the Bank to a smaller venue, Roman Reigns will not wrestle on it. And that doesn't, and if he doesn't, I'm guessing we might get Roman versus Riddle at SummerSlam. Yeah, a lot of things could happen around that time. I would assume they're not going to put the champion on Money in the Bank, even if it wasn't a big stadium show. And the only reason is because there's a possibility that somebody could cash in on him, and they will probably want to save that storyline for later, which would be a SummerSlam or after, especially if he has a knockdown, drag-out type match. And then, wait, another female wrestler having a surgery. Yeah, just Zelina Vega. I don't know exactly what it is. I didn't read the whole article. I just saw that she was... I got a news update that she had got... Or she's either getting or got... She'll be back around summer. What's going on? It's very bangy. And they're saying the reason they are moving Money in the Bank to a smaller venue is because ticket sales... Yeah, we've heard that. They are going one-on-one with the UFC that day, and so hopefully they look at that and say, hey, maybe we should go against UFC during a pay-per-view in the same city. If that's the case, I'm not saying it is. And they're having one 28 days after that again, but obviously in a different city. But SummerSlam is on the same day as the UFC fight, a pay-per-view fight. Just, to me, it sounds ridiculous. And there might even be another one later in the year. But to have two in 1 month... And there were supposed to be 2 stadium shows for WWE and 2 big shows for UFC. That's just ridiculous. And then Walter says, hey, Luke. And then where's D? D is in the other room. A wet rag has more personality than boring Reigns. Yes. And also, like my reading, I think a wet rag could do a better job of that. And then, hi, kitten, from Walter. And then Daz says, who do you think the mystery partner will be? I have no idea. Honestly, I can't even guess who they're going to put.
It's your mom. It's your mom.
Nobody does mom jokes.
It's your mom.
No.
It's your mom.
No.
It's your mom.
No.
It's your mom.
Nobody does mom jokes.
Mom. It's your mom. Mom. We're Where am I? What's going on?
Who do you think the partner would be? And then Boo, the Usos, and Reigns. Yes, the Usos are down there right now.
Sophie says they did remove a lot of main event stars from the poster for Money in the Bank.
Well, yeah, they also had Brock on there, and we knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Unless they're planning on him coming back anytime soon. I haven't heard anything.
Oh, great. It's these retards. Film's like, is Misty coming? I am. I'm right here.
It's a retard, not a retard. That's offensive to somebody.
It's the autistic people. Walter's like, AEW Sunday Double or Nothing pay-per-view. Film's like that. Sophie says that makes sense why they moved SummerSlam to July because of the United Kingdom pay-per-view, which I don't understand.
Yeah, September 4th or whenever that's going to be. He has his shoes untied. Somebody should trip him. Maybe he is tripping.
If you just would run on the back of it, he'd lose his shoe. It'd be hilarious, and he'd fall. It'd be so funny.
Would it be?
Yes, I think it would be hilarious.
What if he hurt himself?
Oh my God, it'd be so much more funny.
No, it's not funny when people fall and hurt themselves.
Yeah, it is. You laugh, and then you ask if they're okay.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
no
you
laughing.
do. Yes. Yes.
It's insulting.
It's fine. As long as you ask them if they're okay after the fact, it's fine.
You record it with your phone.
Are you okay?
I only have one hand. I can't help you out. Oh, are you guys going to leave? It's been 12 years.
I'm so tired of listening to these people.
They haven't even said anything.
They've said too much already. One word out of their mouths.
They've been here for 12 years.
Like, they've talked too much already.
12 years ago, we walked down that ramp.
7 minutes.
Never in a million years.
7 minutes into it, and they're still talking.
They never thought that 12 years later they'd be standing in the middle of the ring. So maybe they're doing a babyface move?
Film's like, hey, Misty, big hugs, big heart. P.S. Sorry I didn't get a chance to make it to the predictions for Double or Nothing. Like your purple shirt. Thanks for liking my purple shirt. Walter's like, trivia time until 9:30
So Jay
my
does
time.
look like he's like been crying or something.
Maybe his wife beat him.
He doesn't have a wife that I'm aware of. Maybe he does.
Sorry, the other one.
That's Jimmy. He's the one with his head down.
It's because his wife beat him. Just kidding. Walter's like, trivia time. Yes, throughout this we'll do it. Sophie says, how was the prediction show last night? I saw you did a half hour of it for a 12 or 11 or 12 match card. Yeah, we went through it real fast.
We rolled through it. How many frequent flyer miles do you have?
Leopold is very excited about what the Usos are doing on TV right now.
Roman. Is it Roman? Is Roman the answer?
Talking. They're like, ooh, what's he doing up there?
I think it's going to be the head of the table. That's going to be there. Oh, it's either that or the fans.
Leopold's watching TV.
Who's been there?
So funny.
It was all of you, see? Going babyface here. They got to say something insulting to the fans here in a minute.
Looks like you don't have to understand, Sophie. We can do whatever they want. Film's like, no, I meant to say, I like your purple shirt, Misty.
Yes.
I got it. You liked my purple shirt.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
I totally understand that. Sophie's like, do you think the 6-man tag will be the main event of the show tonight?
I didn't hear a word. I'm trying to listen to this. What was that?
6-man tag will be the main event of the show tonight.
Ooh, I have no idea. Do you think they'll put Butch at the main event?
Bitch.
They're saying thank you from the bottom of their heart.
Oh my God, I'm going to throw up. What?
Like, why are they out there doing
Ugh.
fan appreciation night or something?
He's
Move it along.
Is he going to say something mean now?
He better.
I think Jimmy's ready to say something mean. I don't
Jimmy's
think he
been
likes
looking
him.
at the ground the whole time, like at his shoelaces.
Oh my God, seriously. They're not saying anything. Walter's like, okay, on Sunday and Monday, I will be here in chat for wrestling. Still here until 9:30.
Yeah,
Walter's
should
like,
be a
"Geez, Kitten
super
was close on camera."
exciting weekend. He is right there, yeah.
He is sitting there watching what's happening with it. He's very excited about the
just
Usos.
watching the
He
Usos.
loves them so much. He's like, oh my God, they're my favorite. So it's like, seems like the WWE and UFC could be going head to head with pay-per-views in the summertime. Poogle is like, I spot kitty ears. Can you see him on the camera? I have no idea.
He's just watching along.
He is very excited about this speech they're making.
They don't need nobody. Look at old Leopold.
He's like, what? What's going on? Why is there so much movement going on? I don't understand this. We didn't need you. We didn't need you. Oh, yeah, you can see his ears right there. That's funny shit right there. That's hilarious. That is funny.
He's still there.
That's funny. Ears of doom. Matthew's like, the Busos. And people's like, did I miss the predictions vid? We did it yesterday.
Last night.
We did it real fast, so it was like really quick.
We were a little late because my daughter got in a motorcycle accident. And so she called and was talking to me on the phone because she's in a different city. So we're trying to assess the damage and try to get her out of her anxiety state.
Right.
And so that's why we weren't on right at 8 p.m. Eastern.
They're going to have to put something in his eyes.
Shinsuke Nakamura coming out, huh?
What are they putting in his eyeballs? Flutterpunk is in the chat, though. Hey, Flutterpunk says, yeah, I rarely see Dalitha in a tank top every week. At least me and her were matching for the purple team. Yeah, I don't usually wear tank tops because I do not have any wrestling garb in tank tops. So... And it was really warm yesterday, so I decided that I was not going to wear a normal t-shirt. It was too hot. I challenge you to a match.
His partner in him.
For the tag team championships.
That might be your main event, guys.
With my partner.
And my partner.
He wanted to fight you two by himself.
It's Riddle. But I
asked to join.
Yeah, I knew it was Riddle.
Where your partner at? Shin? You knew that dude? We bustled at WrestleMania?
Yeah, it's definitely not Rick Boogs.
Carl Fair's reading. That's like so crazy.
Was that a sign in the audience?
Yeah, the person right there next to him, right there at the corner. They're like, Carl Fair's reading. It's Riddle. Everybody who was at home, they can see and not see. It's him. Sophie says, I wonder if they're going to edit the Money in the Bank commercial now because the commercial for it doesn't make sense now. Maybe?
Who knows what they're going to do?
I'm not really worried about it. Walter's like, I like this kitten just watching chat.
He's literally
watching the
show.
TV. He's watching wrestling right now, guys.
Deep,
he's just up there just watching.
Deep into it.
Daz Reynolds is in the chat. Hey, Daz says, did you see Rampage? The Bucks dressed up as the Hardys.
I did. It was absolutely hilarious.
That's funny.
I mean, they were doing the moves.
Oh, God.
They
were all, what do you call them?
Deleting.
What do you call that when you do that?
Cosplay.
Nope.
Oh, nope. Imitating.
Yeah, imitating them.
Yes.
Luke's like, who cares what they do, Sophie? And Pico's like Travis embracing his inner Jesse Pinkman monologue. What is that?
I don't know what Jesse Pinkman is.
I don't either.
I'd have to Google Jesse Pinkman. Explain that to me.
Matthew's like, card subject to change is on every ticket and poster. That's very true. It is, Matthew. You have that correct.
You would think that the card is, but it's the arena.
Right?
Arena is subject to change. I got some for Alliance Stadium, but now
the
I gotta
venue
go.
is subject to change. Oh, you don't want to go across town? Well, too bad. So he's like, I thought Dee was taking the night off, leaving Travis all alone, and we don't want that. Nope, I'm here. I was just a little late. Had to run an errand. Looks like Ears of Doom, LOL, and Vindicators in the chat. Hey, Vince says, so this is what it's like to listen to a couple that is broadcasting all the way from Idaho. Ugh, I was hoping for more potatoes to decorate the setup there.
Right, hanging potatoes.
Do you want us to get, I could probably find some, like, inflatable potatoes. If you really need to have potatoes on our set.
Let's never do that. Wrestling Gap Potato.
Wrestling Gap Potato. Matthew's like, Mystery Wrestling Gap 5000.
He's literally
Walter's
just chilling. He's fine. Oh, there he's going to go down.
He's sleeping. He decided
it got boring.
He's done.
He's like, Riddle ruined it for me.
He's like, this guy is dumb. He's like, he's not sparkly enough for me. Anyways.
So tonight, Raquel Rodriguez is going to wrestle Ronda, and if she wins, then they wrestle for the title.
Oh my
which
God,
is
Raquel
gonna happen.
Rodriguez is actually there?
Yeah,
I thought somebody said that she was gone.
Raquel is going to not only be in the match, but she's going to win it. Now, how is she going to win it?
I don't know. Somebody's going to help, like,
Yeah,
interfere.
but how?
But who is it going to be that's going to help her? In a weird way, right?
Yeah, it's got to be some absurd way. Maybe a count out. Or
And I hope it's like some weird freaky fruit roll-up shit.
Right.
Ew. And then showed her respect. That's just dumb. I hate that shit. Hate it! Hate it!
Does she have new music? Oh, no, it's Raquel's.
Walter's like, okay, let's have some matches. Sophie's like, oh, sorry to hear that about your daughter. Hope she is okay. And Matthew's like, damn, is she all right?
We're not sure. Okay. So she was supposed to go to like the hospital today because her mom didn't want to take her yesterday. Just to see how things played out overnight, I guess.
Yeah.
And so she was supposed to go today. But instead, she took her ass to school with crutches and went to class. And then her mom got mad and ended up not taking her to the hospital. Like, so I guess her appointment's next week sometime.
So basically she was...
Everybody just being stubborn.
So basically she was... What do you call that?
Can't help you.
Disciplined? Whatever you call that.
Stubborn?
No. No. So she went to school, and because of that, doctor's appointment got canceled.
Right, so because she wanted to go after first hour, and her mom had her appointment earlier.
Oh.
And so she didn't want to go at that time. Yeah, Shotzi, why don't you just shut your face? She's not arguing. You're good. She should just say, you're good. Straight up, you're a killer.
You're a killer. Like, oh my gosh, you're a killer.
We are. Okay, seriously. Shotzi, you're not on there. Although, even in NXT, that Shayna Baszler was way better. They're going to be the ones that interfere.
But does that mean that she's going to win, though?
Well, yeah, she has to win. So they'll probably just come down and beat everybody up, but hit her first. Rousey or something.
Oh.
And then they'll do some tag team matches before Money in the Bank or whatever it is. Yeah, what's the next one? The Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell. Yeah.
That's coming up in, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks from this Sunday.
Why are they putting her in a full leotard thingy? That's just weird. I don't like it.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess they're like, well, we don't like that you do this too much. Right, here's a trivia question for you. Who was the host of The Body Shop? Who was the host of The Body Shop? There you go. Missed some stuff here.
I have a feeling that answer might be in the name.
Maybe.
And there's only one guy with that name.
Pickle's like, a bit of road rash. Yikes, hope she recovers soon. And she banged up her knee pretty good, so...
Yeah, she whacked it on the ground.
That's kind of what they were going to the doctor to look at, more so than the road rash. The road rash is kind of
The road rash
nothing.
is just normal. It just looks like a raspberry.
She's just lucky she doesn't have rocks embedded in it. That's happened to my brother.
I'm glad that she doesn't have a head injury, because she won't wear safety equipment.
Right?
And they were in a parking lot. That's why there's no rocks.
Yeah. Well, asphalt does have sometimes loose rocks, so it just depends on where you hit.
Yeah, if it was swept or anything. Yeah.
Yep. Looks like Shinsuke and Riddle make an interesting team. Film says, hey, Pickle and Matthew, hello, how's it going? Sophie says, so another makeshift tag team, and that's interesting. Vindicator message retracted. And Luke says, Sophie, it does make sense. Several wrestlers are injured or on break, so quit complaining about things not making sense and just enjoy the ride. Sophie's like, Usos versus Riddle and Nakamura, that's a fresh match. And Walter says, yes, fight.
Haven't
and
seen
Sophie's
that.
like, how's your dogs doing?
They seem to be doing fine right now, today.
Pico says, a few minutes ago, Travis called Butch bitch, haha.
Yeah,
he did.
he did, too.
It's
They're going to put bitch in the main event. Butch in the main event.
We're going to put that Butch in the main event. Robbie's like, big up. Hey, Robbie, how's it going, my man? Sophie says, wow, you guys have almost a work week with working 3 nights in a row. Dad says, is it next week, Hell in a Cell?
It's like the 5th.
The 5th. So, yeah, next weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, next weekend. Film says, yes, it's armpit time. Robbie says, you guys enjoying SmackDown? Sure, after all the talking.
But it is on a Sunday. It is not a Saturday one.
That's true. Oleg says, so much for Raquel being released, right? Sophia Walter's like, Raquel for the win. Because like, Film, all right, ran some errands and did yard work. Been busy all day. And he's like, okay, how many times in 2022 is Riddle going to wrestle a damn Uso? Ridiculous. She's so weird.
Help.
We need help. Blink, blink. Blink, blink. Blink twice if you need help.
Our artificial intelligence is talking to us. It's terrifying.
So this Rampage was on earlier if anybody cares. Yeah, and they added another match, actually, to AEW's pay-per-view this weekend.
Yeah, they made it a 3-on-3.
Yeah, that thing.
Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky,
Paige
and Van Zant going up against Sammy Guevara, Frank Kazarian, and Ty Conte.
Vindicator says the women of catering make an interesting Survivor Series team. Robbie says, what's the main event?
We don't know yet, but probably this tag team match with Riddle and Nakamura. Yeah. They're in the back talking to Toasty Marshmallow.
Toasty Marshmallow. Pico says, stop being condescending. And Sophie says, sorry, Luke, I'm just sad that I can't play my WWE 2K22 video game anymore for whatever reason. Well, that's a bummer.
Why can't you play it?
What'd you do? Did you say something you shouldn't have? No, I'm just kidding.
Did you get grounded? Bro.
You look pleased.
His wife
posted
a whole bunch of shit on the Twitter sphere. Like he's some toxic male or something.
Oh, Jesus
But she
Christ.
posted it, right? And then she posted the text messages, which said nothing.
Gosh,
So it's like,
dumb.
what the fuck? Like,
I'm crying.
every single comment in the comment section, which is very rare, was like, she's got to be just bitter or something. Because there was nothing in there that was incriminating. Yeah. Obviously, he's on TV twice this week. But
bitter. Oh, yeah, definitely bitter if she's doing that kind of stuff. That's just ridiculous. Let's see. Ravi says, Vin, they should stick to catering. They ain't good in the ring. Bugle says, we surely enjoy watching all the shows for different reasons. Get over yourself. Sophie's like, wow, Ronda wrestles on TV a lot more than Brock does. And Pico's like, come with a better attitude and maybe I won't have to talk to you like a child, for fuck's sake. Matthew's like, Daddy is standing there like, yeah, I've got big boobs. Matthew, it's true. And any woman with big boobs should stand there like, yeah, I've got big boobs. Matthew.
Oh, they locked her in the back.
Okay. So if you guys answered the trivia question, the answer is Jesse the Body Ventura.
The Body Shop. The Body Ventura.
She's ready.
She gonna headbutt it or something?
No.
Yeah, she's locked in.
She can't get out.
Yeah, Leah locked her in.
Leah locked her in. Oh my goodness. Film's like, yes, I love Natalia's boobs and her armpits. So it was like, I thought Money in the Bank was sold out or close to selling out, though. Film says, so happy to see Raquel Rodriguez's armpits. Matthew says, parking lots are more dangerous than the roads for motorcycles. Yes.
They are. That's where I got my only wreck on my motorcycle, was in a parking lot. It was a funeral home parking lot, too. They wouldn't have had to take me far. They'd have just been like, take me in the back door.
Right. Walter's like, now school is out in Georgia. Chief Detective Martha's in the chat says, okay, I'm finally home, back in my private gated suburb community. That's good to know, Chief Detective.
Protected by guns.
Sophie says, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're not putting Ronda in the main event since she is a much bigger name.
Yeah, I think they're pushing some of the women and stuff. They don't do a lot of women's main event stuff.
Yeah. Matthew says, hey, Film, just chilling. How about you? Film's like, oh, Pico, I'm sorry to hear
look
that.
at her
Whenever
just
you
stretching
take
her.
it easy, you'll do fine. Film's like, Matthew, I'm doing pretty
Oh,
good.
there it is. See, they went right after her, so she wins.
Oh, Raquel.
Yeah, Raquel wins.
By disqualification.
Raquel wins. Raquel wins.
By a DQ. Ronda's trying to
Now we'll have some, maybe even a tag team match tonight, but it's definitely going to be a tag team thing moving forward.
Oh, because Raquel and Ronda will get together as
I think a few times just
buddies.
to set up because they're both goody-goodies.
Right.
Anytime you put good guys with good guys, you get that kind of stuff.
Huh.
So after we're going to go to a commercial break, then when we come back, it'll probably be a tag team match. In AEW, they would just go to the next match.
Right. Film like, Matthew, I'm doing pretty good. Sophie says school is over here in Florida. And Film says, Matthew, in other words, what time is it? Because says Obi-Wan Kenobi show came out early yesterday, and also Stranger Things new season was released yesterday.
Yeah, did that Obi-Wan Kenobi show? Isn't that like a 2-part series or something?
Yeah, it's
Not
like a
that
2-hour series. It's a 2-hour thing.
I do like that
hour
actor, but I'm sure they somehow fucked it up.
And it's supposed to be an hour long for each one or something. Sophie says, so Double or Nothing will be like what WrestleMania used to be like at this point with a 6 or 7 hour pay-per-view with all the matches that is on the card.
There's a lot. We got like 12 matches, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that long, though. Sophie says, no, it's just my game is dirty and scratched.
What the? What'd you do?
It dirty and scratched already.
What'd you do?
Don't you take care of your shit? Like, who doesn't take care of their stuff? You pay that much money for something, you take care of it.
Are you one of those types of people that pull the disc out and then flip it upside down and leave it on top of the machine? I had roommates like that.
I always put it back in
They
the
would
box.
pull it out and they would just turn it upside down so the disc was facing up because there's no way it would get scratched that way.
Right? Walter's like, yes, got it. And looks like AEW won't be 6 hours. And Walter's like, DQ and match. Matthew's like, I swear that WWE is getting their storylines from old wrestling games. Yes. That's probably it. Old wrestling games. They probably just play the game and go, you know what? This is what we should do. See what the outcome is and then just go with it.
Right.
Here's a trivia question for you. Which McMahon leaped off of a steel cage onto Undertaker at WrestleMania 32? Which McMahon
This is an iconic moment.
off of a steel cage onto Undertaker at WrestleMania 32? Oh, let's see. Sophie says, how many people can the MGM Grand Arena hold?
Not very many compared to big stadiums.
20?
I doubt it.
15? I have no idea. About the same as their
Just Google that
stuff.
one. Ask the Google machine on that one.
Walter's like, Raquel won, LOL. So it was like, Ray
I mean, it's
Liotta.
a boxing stadium.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Ray Liotta, star of Goodfellas, died yesterday. That did happen. And Walter's like, Star Wars was on YouTube today as special. Matthew's like, it's time or deodorant, LOL. William's like, here comes the WWE Sweaty Armpit Champion Ronda Rousey. Vindicator's like, so of course this bullshit contender match turns into a tag match. Guys, if I do leave early, just know it's nothing to do with you. But my patience is running out with this cringy, predictable company. I'm sorry, Vindicator, that we aren't more entertaining than what's happening on WWE.
Oh, we do have a tag team match.
I take it personally.
Very unpredictable.
It's so unpredictable. Philip's like, no, Matthew, it's armpit time. And Pico's like, well said, Ben. So he's like, I think so, but the game usually stays in the system, and it got scratched from that. Interesting.
From being inside the system?
Is your system that dirty? It's weird.
It floats in there. It shouldn't touch anything.
Philip says, hey, Ben, what up? Pico's
Yeah,
like,
it's floating inside there, and the laser reads it, so there should be nothing touching it.
True. That's very true. They do.
They just
There's
float.
nothing in there. They don't touch anything. I've never had a disc be inside of something I played for a whole bunch of times ever get scratched because it was in the actual machine.
Anyway, sorry about that. That sucks.
Anyways, the answer to that trivia question was Shane McMahon. But Pico of Linda is a good pick.
Linda would be
Because she's
funner
like
to watch.
Superfly Snuka.
Linda and Stephanie both, one from each corner, splash down.
Oh my god, my leg's not working. It's broken, says Raquel as she tries to drag herself to Ronda. Oh no.
Raquel getting put in the sharpshooter. She turns her around. No.
Oh, she kicked her in the face. Sophie says so. Butch in the main event confirmed. Pico's like, basketball's on. Smell you laters.
Cool. What game? The Celtics and whoever they're playing, the Heat.
Oh. Film's like, but still Misty would still be the better WWE Women's Sweaty Arm champion than Ronda Rousey. I love my Misty. Wow.
There it is.
Doesn't
Sharpshooter
take much to
set
beat
in.
that
It's
one.
locked in the middle of the ring.
No, there's no way I'll lose.
Raquel's nowhere around.
Where'd she go? I think her leg got broken. Oh, wait, I saw her. She's over there. Her head's
She's gonna
bobbing
have
up
to
and
tap.
down.
Go ahead and tap out. It's fine.
Oh, there
Oh.
she is. She's in. Oh, goody gumdrops. Walter's like, yes, got it again. Sophie's like, but I could play the PS4 version of WWE 2K22 on my PS5 without a disc. True that.
Cool.
Why is she hitting her leg? What happened to it?
She's trying to just wake it up.
Oh.
She got it hurt.
Oh. Oh, she can't lift it. Oh, she got kicked in the leg again. Oh, the terribleness of it all.
Hey, these two are friends.
Oh, good friends. Just friends. They're like, we really like each other. Robbie's like, who should be the women's tag champions?
Obviously, they're going to have to give us a list to choose from, but as of right now, I guess Shayna and Natalia, since they're the only tag team.
Yeah, is there any other
They just
girls
won.
there? Oh, I guess and they put Nikki ASH and Dewdrop together, kind of.
Yeah, I guess.
Trying to think of somebody else that they could, I guess, do something with. Oh, no, poor Baszler.
The Tahana Bomb.
The what?
They call it a Tahana Bomb, but it might be a swear word I think we heard last week.
Oh.
And they had to
Bleep
edit
him
it.
out. Old Cole saying the wrong thing. Oh, God. Stop doing that.
I didn't realize he spoke Spanish like that.
He is so fluent at it. So it's like, don't the WWE usually hold their June pay-per-view a little bit later in the month every year?
June-tober.
I don't know. Do they
June-toberfest, I don't know. No, I don't
hold
know.
their pay-per-views later?
I don't know if they have like a certain time of the month that they put their pay-per-views. I mean, like WrestleMania is early in March or April, I mean, and or late March. But I don't know if any other ones are like set in stone like that. I know this year Survivor Series is going to be after Thanksgiving, which is weird.
Yeah. Money in the Bank. Tickets available next Friday for the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Live Saturday, July 2nd, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, we're going to see who's going to be their partner next, maybe? Is that
That's up next.
Sarah Shiver or whatever? That's not her, is it?
I
It's
think
just in
so.
that-
She cut her hair off.
I think it might just be a different broad.
No, it's her.
One with the hat with a different haircut.
No, it's her. No, it really is her. It's her. It's the Sarah Schreiber lady. All right, here's a trivia question for you. Which WWE superstar was revealed to be Kurt Angle's son?
Oh, Jesus.
Which WWE superstar was revealed to be Kurt Angle's son?
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. Matthew says Rodriguez is pretty damn good for being new to the main roster. Ayla's in the chat. Hey, Ayla. And looks like, why does that interviewer with the New Day look like a methed out Renee? Because she cut her hair and she's like really skinny in the face. It's kind of creepy, actually. I swear her face
She's
has
got
gotten
like
thinner
a
and
bob
thinner.
haircut.
Yeah. She has like a haircut that's literally, I swear to God, from like the 80s. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the haircut of the one main character in American Horror Story. She's in every single one of them, but she's in that one and she's the drug addict girl in that one in Hotel. And her hair looks the exact fucking same. The exact same. Same haircut, same style, same everything. So there you go. Cool. Get that out of your brains.
Which one is she in the Freak Show one?
She's the two-headed one.
Oh. I've seen her in other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sarah Paulson. Thank you, Luke. That's her name. Sarah Paulson. I can't remember her name. Usually I can, but I'm having a very hard time tonight with names and words, I guess. It's not happening. Let's see. Robbie's like, Ayla in the house. And Vindicators, whoop-de-doo. Now that crap is over. Let's see if Xylee can surgically separate herself from the catering locker room tonight.
No.
Matthew's
we
like,
did
banana.
See her. She was out there. We just didn't see her wrestle.
Damn it. It looks like, hey, Ayla. Sophie's like, I remember they held a June pay-per-view a week before Father's Day. Robbie's like, WWE knew they can't replace Renee Young.
Ugh. Renee Young's trash. You know, that is the only wrestler personality that I don't have subscribed on Twitter. Every time I see her pop up, I just hit the X. I probably should just ban her.
Renee?
Oh, yeah.
She's garbage. I don't like her.
Is absolute garbage.
I don't like her either. It was like, I also think Ronda is the son of that guy, right? Vindicator's like, hey, Ayla, I have a feeling you will be more entertaining than what's on TV tonight, unless it's a doggy competition. Sophie says CM Punk poke fun at the WWE moving Money in the Bank to a different venue.
Yeah, I went back to the old bomb threat stuff. One of the major shows back a while back in the 80s, I think it was, the early 90s, they moved to a smaller venue, but then they said it was because of a bomb threat.
Yeah, it could have been. Wasn't Timothy McVeigh around at that time?
Probably. Probably still in college. Didn't he do his stuff in the mid-90s?
Was it the mid-90s? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure I remember.
I'm sure there was a bomb.
I remember waking
in the
up.
80s.
I was in junior high or high school when he did that.
Was that the first Trade Center bombing or whatever in the 80s?
No, it was a courthouse in Oklahoma City.
For Timothy McVeigh, yes.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the other bombing in the 80s. I thought there was another one.
Yeah, there was one in
World
the 80s.
Trade Center or somewhere there
yes.
had a bomb or something. Okay. I'm like...
I don't know who did it.
I don't either.
Probably somebody in the Middle East. Because I know that Bin Laden said that if he'd had more money, it would have been taken all the way to the ground. And then a few years later, he did have enough money.
Nice. Money.
Who's it going to be? I don't even know why it's important.
I don't listen to anything.
I guess in wrestling, all you have to do is either have somebody come out of a box or just have a blacked out screen.
Yeah.
To make it exciting.
They're like, we don't even need to say who she is anymore because she's irrelevant. Is that thunder?
Yeah, we're having a thunderstorm.
Nice. Thunderstorm. Nobody's been blowing up anybody's
I feel
phones.
like isn't the New Day without Big E.
Oh, they lied.
I felt that way since Big E left the group.
Jason Jordan was the answer to that trivia question.
Yes.
So you guys got that.
Chad Gable would have even made more sense in that storyline, but they went with Jason
Matthew
Jordan.
says, oh, why the fuck did I say Chad Gable?
They're not even the same ethnicity.
It's okay.
Is it?
Why can't it be? Maybe he's adopted.
No, he had a kid with a girl. That's the storyline. And he just left her.
Oh. It's okay. There are many people who have children of different ethnicities who are together. And they are the same ethnicity, but their child turns out different.
Okay.
And then they found out why.
Okay. And
it's pretty funny.
Okay.
Because they cheated. Just kidding. So he's like, oh, Ayla's here. Didn't notice. It looks like that was the hotel season that had Lady Gaga. Yes, the hotel season. Ayla's like, hi, Luke. Are you going to be chill tonight or are you going to go rogue again? Ayla's like, oh, of course you noticed me, Sophie. You got a crush on me. I know it. Looks like I'm always rogue. You never know when I'll strike. It's like, no, I don't have a crush on you. I have you. I have to care. It was like, true, look, you love me. True Luke and You Love Me. It was like Luke, not Luke. Haha. So it was like Money in the Bank, to be honest. Didn't need a bigger stadium anyway.
No, it's weird having those shows. Do you remember when they did Money in the Bank at like the headquarters?
No, did they?
Asuka was taking the elevator and shit.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, in Connecticut.
Yeah.
That's right. That's when she won.
Is it?
Yeah, that was the one she won. And you were
Otis
so mad
won?
about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was furious about that.
Otis won because he couldn't make it up the ladder and they dropped it and he caught it, so he won.
Oh, yeah. And then they did a whole storyline and the Miz stole it in court.
And you were all mad about that.
Well, I mean, come on. If you're going to give it to somebody, give it to somebody.
And then I like the fact that he had a lunchbox one that he carried around with his meat.
Los
Lotharios. Los Lotharios. Who they gonna kiss tonight? Now slobber on somebody. Here's like Sophie uses insults as a form of foreplay. Walter's like, hey, Ayla. Sophie's like, they're hyping this 6-man tag to be a big deal. Ayla's like, yep, Ben knows Sophie wants this. All of it.
Leopold's back up. He's like, oh, I like these guys. And I'm going to bed.
Like, hi, Walter. And looks like Vin, that's a newly discovered love language. Although me and Jade also have that love language.
Ooh.
Luke, Travis, and I also have that love language.
What is that? Wrestling?
Sophie uses insults as a form of foreplay. We also have that love language. Sarcasm runs deep. You don't want to know how many times in the last 4 days I've been called an asshole. And do I enjoy it? Yes, I do. Do I live up to it? Yes, I do. Hey, buddy. What's the matter?
He's just watching some wrestling.
Hey, Leopold. Hi. Hi, Leopold. Hi, Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. That was a denied area of fun. You okay? You're kind of sleepy still. He's like, I don't know what just happened. My life totally flashed before my eyes.
Go to Mom's lap. Go to sleep, buddy.
Hi. Oh, hi. Did you get scared, Dad?
I doubt it. He's a cat.
That's scary. He wasn't quite awake when he did it. All right, here's a trivia question. Which WWE superstar in 2017 accused John Cena of being a backstabbing shark on Raw? Which WWE superstar in 2017 accused John Cena of being a backstabbing shark on Raw?
Thunder.
It was like, I just punched Jordan in the neck. Keeps him in line, but also shows I care. Vin says Megan Morant actually looks cuter with the shorter hair, but she is still a 5 out of 10 for me. Oh, it's Megan. That's her name. Yeah. Thanks, Vin, for giving us the name. Walter's like, good wrestling on SmackDown so far. Sophie says, for a non-wrestling fan, Ayla's in here a lot. It's because she likes to support us. She's fam. Because like Kurt, like a bit of brown sugar every now and then. It was like, my dad is super brown. I'm very much the opposite. Matthew says,
mine was also.
Right? Matthew says WTC in 93, and it was a staged event. The dude was working with the feds and set the bomb off in the basement, basically. That was supposed to be 9/11, but a few days after Waco occurred. So, it says Sophie, hey, girl. Vinegar's like, oh, too bad you guys are so private, Luke. I would love to see a YouTube short of whose insults are more flirtatious. Looks like, Ben, I don't trust any of you around Jade. Walter's like, los booze. Walter's like, and the kitten is back. Vinegar's like, that kiss cam girl looks like one of the Jade Cargill baddies.
Yeah.
I didn't see her, but was she?
Yeah, she's pretty.
Nice. Luke says, Sophie, are you blind? Ayla is part of Trav's family. Luna's in the chat. Hey, Luna says, Madcap channeling his inner Stone Cold Steve Austin, especially the whoop your ass part. Matthew says, then in 94 was OKC and the bomb said to have been used doesn't explain the damage as there was no crater and the building was cut cleanly by a third. I'll shut up. No, it's fine. I mean, I just don't remember. So there was nothing in the 80s? Why did I think there was one in the 80s?
It was somewhere around the 80s. It could
Well,
have
there
been
was
in
one,
the
he
early
said
90s.
93 and 94, but nothing in the 80s. So, Matthew, I need to know in the 80s. Looks like Vin, because it is. LOL.
An airplane accidentally crashed into the side of the Empire State Building, but not in the 80s.
Right?
It was
Not
like
in
the
80s,
50s or
though.
60s, 70s, somewhere in
They were like, oh, look at this big thing. We should run into it.
there.
Vindicator's like, but no need to worry, Jade, there, Luke. So handle that business and easily outsmart all of us. Looks like, Matthew, my finger is hovering over the button. Vindicator's like, she can handle, I meant, LOL. So it was like, why are they showing a Stranger Things commercial? Because they were supporting the Stranger Things? They said it. Didn't you hear? Were you not listening to the New Day? They actually talked about it.
Yeah, it was in 93.
Oh, the World Trade Center bombing.
I thought it was later, way earlier than that, but it makes sense.
Yeah. And then the next year, Timothy McVeigh did his thing. Weird.
Oklahoma City. Yeah. I remember that one. It's weird. I guess I just didn't care about stuff when I was that young.
Well, I didn't either, but looks like my love language is food, vocal praise, and being called a dumbass before we have extracurricular time.
Is Shanky hurt?
He can't find his buddy. Where are you, my friend?
He's supposed to be in the ring. Shanky hurt? Is he listening to the music in the back?
He's dancing.
Oh, he's dancing. He's fine. He's having a good time. It's a good song. It's the best song in wrestling right now.
He's like, we gotta go. What are you doing? He's all vibing. Roman Reigns was the answer to that trivia question. If you got Roman Reigns, you got it right. I think Ricochet is going to be upset. Samantha's like, you're not my type. I like him shorter and smaller. My bad.
There it is. The music. The modern day Maharaja.
That's funny. He was all listening to his music, vibing to it. He's like, we need you to come out. Film's like, here comes the deodorant commercial. Matthew's like, was it Carlito for trivia? No. Looks like because everyone is showing the Stranger Things trailer. So he's like, how is baseball season going so far?
Safe? I don't know what that means. It's a long-ass season, so.
It's going great.
Yeah.
Matthew's like, LOL film, and Luke's message retracted. And Walter's like, there will be cookouts and pool parties this weekend.
Looks like the National League West and
We
the
should have a
American
pool
League
party,
East
too.
are probably the two toughest divisions.
In the Lightning.
But I think the Mets have the best record.
I'm pretty sure the Los Lotharios are not going to win this. And
Oh,
if they do, I'll be surprised.
They're definitely going to win this. Unless they're going to do something and push India. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to go into India and their fan base is raising there.
Ooh, yeah.
And it would be a good idea to put
Oh,
these guys
shit.
on top. Not the Canadian, but at least Shinky.
Right? They're like, we need Shanky to win this. He's a true native from India. Walter's like, there will be cookouts and parties. Ayla's like, Sophie, Def, and Blind. Sophie Keller over here. Sophie says, are they breaking up gender on whatever that big muscle head is called? His name is Shanky.
Shanky has no muscles. So are you talking about Veer?
And
They already did. But no, they're not breaking them up. They're together. Right now. Over the top. Right down on him in a weird way. Sitting on him like cowgirl style. Alberta likes it cowgirl. On top.
Walter wants
there's
the
a
Jinder
tag.
Mahal team to win, though.
Oh, wow. Well, good. Me
Oh.
too. I always do, but they haven't pushed these guys
Shit.
for years.
Oh my god, ow!
Right. Whoa, Jinder all the way out to the floor.
Ooh.
He had those knee surgeries this last year. He was out for a long time.
Yeah.
Needs to be careful. You don't want to blow out another one of those knees, being that tall. What about our
Oh
table?
no, he's gonna rip off his pants.
He's taking his pants off. That's how he gets serious.
Whee!
Oh, to Ricochet's gal.
Yes,
That's
he's doing it to
Ricochet's broad.
oh
Look
god.
behind him.
Shanky's like, oh, this is nice. She's like got these big eyes, like, what the hell?
Well, she's never seen anything
and he's
like
like,
that
what's
before.
going on?
Oh, God!
He just docked him on the head.
Jesus. Might have broke his spine. Uh-oh.
Oh!
1, 2, 3, 5.
What?
Los Lotharios
Oh, no.
wins because Shinky was outside
Shanky and
bopping him on the head.
Jinder are going to have a separation of people here. He's all boinking him on the head.
He's like,
Boink. It's just funny.
that's the first time I've heard Thunder since last year.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of excited.
Sophie says there has been mixed reports about the brand split ending. Now they want to unify more championships.
The only other one they can unify is the women's. I mean, I guess they could put together the Intercontinental and the U.S. title.
Sure.
As they're both the same thing.
Jones, the New York Police Captain Cat, says the dancing part was hilarious. Oh no, Shanky's getting yelled at. Oh, he's putting a hand in his face.
He sits silent. Look how
Like,
he's got like alien hands. His fingers are long and skinny.
Yeah.
Is he going after her now?
He's smiling at her now. Oh God. Poor Samantha.
Dance for.
Oh
yeah.
Jesus. Is Ricochet gonna come out and attack him?
Good luck. We'll see another.
7 foot tall and feeling it.
Oh,
Hey, it's
no
that guy.
model. It's Max.
The guy who likes to
Dupree.
get in your personal space.
Isn't it Max Dupree?
Max Dupree.
It is Max Dupree.
Yeah. It's Max Dupree. Mm-hmm. Dupree. Legal and binding, so there you go.
Max Dupree. Hopefully he has great music, like Fandango. Look how close he is.
I know, it's so weird. He's like all up in his business. It creeps me out a little bit. I think that's the whole point. But it's like, I'm in your personal space. Do you like it? No, get away! Get away! No, no, don't want it! No! No!
Oh, Kevin Owens for the Kevin Owens Show!
Vindicator says, so tall Indian is driving to music. Great Khali rehash. Latinos are doing stripper dancings a la Eddie Guerrero. Again, more epic originality from WWE. How does Vince McMahon do it? Ayla's like, did Reddit tell you that, Sophie? And Sophie's like, it will be interesting how Fox and NBC will react to the WWE ending the brand split once they both want exclusive
We'll
rosters.
see if it even happens. Let's let the world play out. You know, they can have another draft in September. Start making everything kind of come together. And then at the end of September, early October, they can just split it right back up.
Yep. Maggie says, I'm not sure what event you're talking about. Misty in 96, the Olympics in Atlanta was a boom.
There was a bomb in Atlanta.
Film says, me, Matthew? And Sophie's Inc. No, I see reports from Wrestle Inc. and all other wrestling news sites out there. I can't believe we are almost done with the first hour of SmackDown. Walter's like, good match. Vindicator says, guys, remind me, is this a wrestling program or a 2-hour theatrical comedy skit?
It depends.
Both. Film says, I mean, hey, what can I say? I love when a women's shows are amazing or puts on TV. It's such a huge turn on for me. It looks like Sophie, please stop doing chat with questions and rumors. So Shanky and Ricochet soon confirmed, LOL. Possibly with that little thing happening out there.
Who knows?
Vindicator's like, that was not a match at all, Walter. That was garbage dancing. Matthew was like, what the fuck? And Sophie's like, got a new great Khali with us. Walter's like, Max Dupree. Okay.
Max Dupree.
It's not quite a hive, but yeah.
Bree.
Pre?
Bree.
Pre? So it was like, I thought Ricochet was feuding with Gunter, and is he going to wrestle or is he going to be a manager? Max Dupree is going to be a manager.
He's going to manage male models.
Yes, whoever the male models are.
We don't know who the male models are yet. Do we know any men that could be in there right offhand besides maybe
Humberto
Humberto Carrillo?
Ooh, yeah, he could be. All right, here's a trivia question real quick while we're thinking about all those male wrestlers. Who won a battle royal on Raw in 2017 for an Intercontinental Championship match with The Miz? Who won a battle royal on Raw in 2017 for an Intercontinental Championship match with The Miz?
Who's going to be on the KO and Kevin Owens show?
I don't know who's going to be on there.
They brought it over from Raw.
Interesting. I don't know who he's going to be talking
More brand
to.
mixing.
Who's he been having the only person he's been having a fight with is what's his face?
Ezekiel.
So I don't know who he'd be having a thing with.
Probably Ezekiel.
Looks like, Sophie, did you ever think they're setting up Ricochet's next feud? And Walter's like, boo, Kevin Owens. Looks like KO interviews a Bloodline member. Watch it be Sami.
I'd love it.
Chief Detective Martha says, is that the Miz's look-alike? He sounds just like Mike.
He is so freaking good on the microphone that he could be the Miz.
Right?
He might be better on the mic than Miz, which is saying something. He
That's
is
true.
fantastic. They haven't let him just go yet, but wait till he starts cutting promos. You'll be like, what?
I've heard some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff. When we watched some NXT stuff with him as LA Knight. Matthew says Max Poupie. No. Dupree. Sophie says, with the Money in the Bank poster, people are jokingly calling it Raw in the Bank. Luke says, Sophie, please stop. Sophie's like, Indiana Jones 5 is coming next year. They confirmed it yesterday.
Cool.
I was like, seriously?
I don't think I've seen 4. Maybe I have. Is that the one with that
His
Sasha
kid?
boy?
Yeah.
His name's Sasha something.
Yeah.
He was in the Transformer movies.
Yeah, and then he went all bonkers.
Shiloh.
Shiloh LaBeouf. Yeah, and then he went all bonkers. Yeah. So he's like, what, Luke? And Matthew's like, is Tyler Breeze still in WWE? He could be a model.
No.
No, he hasn't been in WWE for a long time. He was part of Fandango's group, and they were in Impact.
He retired.
And then he retired. Yeah,
no, he never went to Impact. He just retired.
They were
NXT.
together.
They were
on
NXT.
NXT. That's where it was. Okay.
They were champions.
And then they were both let go. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Fandango went to Impact. That's what.
I thought Fandango retired too.
He went somewhere for a little while because people saw him somewhere.
Oh.
But Tyler Breeze didn't. He retired. That's what it was. I'm pretty sure. Looks like Sophie stopped spoiling everything for people. So it was like, this week is Star Wars Celebration Week for all Star Wars nerds out there. Looks like seriously, we're all in here for WWE and Travel to Litha. But you come in here and spoil almost everything.
Special
She's
Olympics.
Rot.
Kevin Owens out front.
It was like, haha, she's trying to make you mad, Luke. It's like, obviously. Like, poke away, Sophie. Looks like Tyler is now doing WWE 2K22 stuff on Up, Up, Down, Down. Well, he can, because he's not anything with anybody anymore. Oh my god, why did they make his eyes all devilly?
Because it's a devilly situation.
Oh, Hell in a Cell stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, that's weird.
Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens in Hell in a Cell.
Ezekiel needs his beard back. He looks terrible without one.
When did he have a beard?
What?
I've never seen Ezekiel with a beard.
He should look like his brother.
He's not. He probably can't even grow. He's probably got those big bald spots.
Video says Sophie is just auditioning for her dream news anchor job at her local KTRZ rumor mill network. Luke, give her a little break. Nah, never mind. I'm over her, especially since Ayla is only mildly interested. Over it meant, dang it, I hate typing fast. Sophie says, hopefully Bailey is coming back soon to fill the spot that her best friend Sasha left behind.
Yeah, they need help, so, especially on SmackDown. I wonder if they had her eventually going to SmackDown anyways. Sami Zayn.
As it looks like, called it. The answer to that trivia question, by the way, was Jeff Hardy. If you guessed Jeff Hardy, you got it right. Congratulations. Good job. Give yourselves a pat on
The locker room leader.
Pat on the back. Yeah, that. Vindicator said that. Matthew says, Ayla, I've got an idea for a restaurant. It's called Poop and the Hole poop. It's called poop. And the whole concept is about making the perfect poop. It's a health thing. In order to get the full experience, fasting and anemia will be required for the full culinary experience. Matthew, are you okay tonight, honey? You doing okay?
Poop. Pooper.
You feeling all right? Did you have a bad day? I called it, and Robbie's like, Rhonda's just an idiot.
Look at these
Pickle's
two.
like, I got a Joe Dirt patchy beard, lol. So what? Yeah, so what? You still got a beard. You're a manly man. You're a manly man. Sophie's like...
I've also got that here.
Sophie says not a shock at all. Looks like, quick everyone, serenade Sophie with lyrics again. Walter's like, Sami Zayn, boo, with Kevin Owens. Sophie, why are you the way you are? Hate everything about you. You choose to be.
Is he the best member of the Bloodline? Since he's joined?
Maybe.
Maybe the most entertaining member of the Bloodline.
Right? Clearly the same person.
Look, that just got Kevin's heart. That just
Oh,
got
he
Kevin's
loves
heart.
him.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not crazy.
Nobody's listened to him. So finally somebody listens.
You okay,
crying?
buddy?
Are you crying?
Are you crying?
No, I'm not crying.
I'm
Dust
not
in my
crying.
eye.
You're crying. I knew you. So it's been a while since both these guys are in the same ring. Walter's like, oh, lost. Robbie's like, dude, what's new with you? Nothing. Nothing at all. What's new with you? What's up? How's it going? I need you to drop your shit on SmackDown and come to me.
He wants to go over there and call out every member on Raw. That's what he just said. Let's go.
So he's like, what song is that from, Mila?
He's part of the Bloodline. He can't just leave.
I almost have your back, but I always have it, but I can't. Phil's like, hey, like the thumbnail of Ronda Rousey smelling Raquel Rodriguez's armpit. Oh, God. Is that what it is? Is she smelling it? Matthew's like, keeping up with culinary trend isn't
Yeah,
easy.
see, the Bloodline is leaning heavily on to Sami Zayn right now, so.
Pico is like, maybe later, Luke, I'm not feeling tonight. Robbie's like, Matthew, that's why you need to teach them. Matthew's like, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
He called him
That's amore.
Oos. He's like, they're leaning heavily on me, Oos. He's like, did you just call me Oos? You know the Usos.
Pico's like, I'm in basketball mood. Which game is it, Picola, since you're in the chat for just a second? Travis asked it earlier, but I don't think you got it before you were out skis.
What is that?
The basketball that's on tonight. What teams
Oh,
are
yeah,
playing.
what teams?
It says, I can't do nothing, Sophie, without somebody bugging. I
Is
used
it
to
the
think
Celtics and the
that
Heat?
it was me. But now I see it wasn't. They told me to change. They called me names, and so I pooped one. I popped one. Bryce is in the chat. Hey, Bryce. Says, so Sami Zayn, like, what are you doing, bro? He's having a chat with Kevin Owens.
Yeah, he's getting called the follower with no spine.
You're real friends. Uh-oh. Now they aren't going to be friends. Vindicator says...
Moron.
And
Real friends, moron. Oh, God.
I was just trying to be nice, but now...
They're clearly two
They're
different
clearly-
people.
You're the moron! Oh, jeez. They're not the... You're not in the... You're a liar. You're a moron. You're a moron.
Kevin Owens'
Oh,
pants are going to start on
goodness.
fire.
His pants are going to set on fire. You've gone too far. They're clearly not on fire. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, why? Vindicator's think watch Kevin Owens will join the something.
The Bloodline?
I don't know. I didn't catch it in time, so now I gotta open up my dumb YouTube again. Give him a sec. Mears doesn't watch Kevin Owens will join the bloodline now in his own mind, but let's stop. Let me breathe peacefully and just enjoy the show. Whew. Feels like The Office, Sophie. So it was like the segment makes sense because right now they both have the same type of storyline. Marley's like, Ravi, you get it. I was like, I have the same haircut as Kevin.
Because they don't like you.
It's a good haircut. Nothing wrong with it. I was like, good idea, Matthew. Maybe call it da poo poo. Ravi's like, Matthew, you are the goat. Bryce was like, Sammy ain't going to get a haircut? When is Sami Zayn?
Never. Can you imagine him having a haircut? It'd be kind of funny looking. Although we can look up pictures of him with shorter hair. But it goes against the whole Fidel Castro stuff.
Chief Detective's like, LOL, oos. Matthew's like, pupils are appetizers.
Sammy's pushing Kevin.
Oh my gosh, how dare he?
He's like, just come with me.
Looks like, a new chapter in Sami versus KO. I'm all for it. They put out some awesome matches. Chief's like, wrong emoji. Matthew's like, pew pew, not pupils. Pickle's like, Boston and Miami. Boston wins. They will face Golden State in the finals.
Good. I'd rather have Boston in there than Miami.
Oh, Lord. He's just beating up officials now. Pickle says, but if the Heat wins, they go back to Miami for Game 7.
And if they do that, then it screws up the pay-per-view because Tony Khan said he's going to basically be watching that. And then he's not going to put Pac-Man or Adam Page and Punk on until that game's over.
Yeah. Robbie's like, Ayla, you still renovating. It looks like WWE's version of Romper Room. It was like Sophie's palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on her sweater already. Her mom's spaghetti. Mom's like, go, Sami Zayn, go. And Vindicator's like, I admit this is kind of funny, but seeing so far tonight, Kevin and Sami, but that's not saying much. Well, there's like, hurry up, Kevin, let's have wrestling. And Ayla's like, yes, Ravi. Film's like, boo, Kevin Owens, boo. Ravi's like, you nearly finished, Ayla. And Luke's like, Bloodline about to swerve KO. Right, so Sami is good at what he does. Vindicator's like, unfortunately, it's not that kind of show, Walter. It was like, not really. Got a ways to go. I guess around September we'll be done. Jones, New York Police Captain Cat says, Bo Peppa Owens. Matthew says, wake me up before you ho-ho. Robbie's like, big up Ayla. And Matthew's like, go, go. And Ayla's like, oops, Sophie did it again. Yeah. All right, here is a trivia question for you. Which new member of the Wyatt family made his main roster debut on Raw in 2015 by attacking Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns? Which new member of the Wyatt family made his main roster debut on Raw in 2015 by attacking Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns? Walter's like, Ayla, what? LOL. Robbie's like, do you think the Bloodline will have all the belts for a long time? I don't know. I think it would be stupid if they do. But who knows?
Who knows?
I was laughing.
Ricochet
she
coming
played
out.
with my heart. She got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Who is it? What is it?
It's Ricochet and Drew Gulak.
What in the hell? Why is it Drew Gulak? Is he like the weird motivational guy now again or something?
He's got some man panties on and he's ready to go.
He's got his manties on. He has got the manties. Ayla's favorite wrestling attire. He's got them on. He's got the high-waisted manties. Always everybody's favorite. Vindicator's like, Travis, are you going to barbecue any slab of meat on Memorial Day?
I think it's
you
just going to be
carnivore,
raining.
aren't you?
But yeah, I need some beef. It's time.
You okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
You gonna be sick? What was that about?
But yeah, I mean, I would like to. It just really is going to depend on the weather. Because we're literally supposed to have rain the next 3 days.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like icky.
Starting right now.
Well, there's like Ayla funny singing. Ayla's like, man panties? Yeah, man panties. Some high-waisted man panties is happening. Hey.
Rollins Rhodes. Rollins Rhodes.
Rhodes your Rollins. Robbie's like, the pants that Drew has on can't be good for his nuts.
These nuts.
Matthew's like, it's been raining all week. Well, you're about due for some sunshine then, huh, Sunshine? Is that what's wrong with you, Matthew? You seem like you're kind of down. Is it because it's been raining? It can kind of, take its toll on people. You need some sunshine in your life.
Or have you been on social media? Because that'll bring almost anybody down.
That's true. So he's like, I'm back. Who knew when they booked the 6-man tag that it would be the main event of tonight's show? Yeah. Who knew? I was like, Ayla wears man panties. LOL. Does she?
Call Guinness Book.
Are you ruining my stuff?
It's fun to beat up.
Is it? Is it? Is it? Sophie says, next week in Florida starts both hurricane and rainy season. And Sophie says, maybe it's true. Matthew says, LOL, no, I'm tired. I haven't been on the social media for days. Good, stay off of it.
Good deal.
Do not get on there. Stay away. Stay far, far away.
A bunch of loonies on there right now.
Looney Toonies.
With the same old narrative every time something catastrophic happens.
Sad shit. Sad they have nothing else in their rhetoric. Sophie's like, this is the catering tag team. Ricochet is actually a champion. So there's that. Poke. I read it. Didn't you get it?
Nobody got it. I didn't hear it. I thought you were done.
All right, I'll just say the answer then, Walter. Braun Strowman was the answer to that trivia question.
I remember that.
The Wyatt family one. All right, here's another trivia question, Walter. How many members of the Shield held the WWE Championship on the same night at Money in the Bank 2016? Again, how many members of the Shield held the WWE Championship on the same night at Money in the Bank 2016?
5.
5. There's so many. So many. Robbie's like, Twitter can be toxic like Britney Spears, what I hear. Pickle's like,
oh yeah,
but I need my juicy goss and speculations. Right? Pickle, I need the tea. I was like, yes, got it. So I was like, yeah, Ricochet is a champion, but he is holding a championship that hasn't been defended since last year's WrestleMania. As he says, I don't go on Telegram mostly these days, but yeah, everything is whacked these days. It's true. It's whacked. November 5th. It's a Saturday. Hello. Hey, weirdo. How you doing? It's my finger. Why are you chewing on it?
So is this going to be a tag team match? So are we going to see what's his name is in the match? Gunther, and the other guy?
Gunther and
I was hoping to have his name
Lucius.
memorized. Malfoy?
I can't remember his name.
Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah, Mr. Gulak.
Kaiser
rolls. Sherman for Brad. Just kidding. Walter wants Ricochet and Gulak to win.
Not me.
Robbie's like, there you go, D. You can book your flight, hotel, and tickets for WWE in Saudi November
Ludwig
5th.
Kaiser.
I'm probably not allowed there, so it's fine. I am a woman, so.
Where is that?
to the
Saudi
Arabia. Sophie says, imagine being a mid-card champion and you don't get booked for every pay-per-view. That must stink.
Oh, yeah, they don't care about
says,
those.
I look at funny posts and girls in bikinis on my gram. Very informative and thought-provoking. There you go. Excuse me. Sorry.
Gunta.
Yes, that was last night. I had the strangest dream. Sophie sailed away to China in a little boat, rowboat to find you. And she said she had to get her laundry cleaned. That's just so weird. Sophie's like, the SmackDown hasn't been that bad. Matthew's like, the Fourth Reich. And Matthew says, China doesn't exist in Flat Earth. Rob is like, who the heck is invested in this Gunter guy?
I like him as a wrestler. Hopefully they push him as a major heel. The only problem is there's already a major heel on the roster.
True. Sylvia's like, whenever they do go to Saudi for a pay-per-view, they have a limited roster to begin with. And Walter's like, USA, USA, USA.
But he's like a Nikolai Volkov type character.
Thank you, guys. Piccola, Matthew, and Walter. I appreciate the bless yous. Thank you very much. As Ayla says, bless you. Thank you. I'm sorry if it was really loud. It was like, what does that mean? And she said, ain't nothing gonna break her stride. Like, nobody gonna slow her down. Oh, no. Nuh-uh.
I wonder if she has to keep on moving.
Not happening.
It is going to be a tag team match.
The answer to that trivia question was all three. If you guessed all three of them, you got it right. Congratulations.
No, I said 5.
I asked a trivia question. I don't think anybody answered it, but, you know, hey, that's the way it goes. Walter wants trivia. He doesn't answer. Then he asks for more. And then
both of these guys are just shredded. I wonder if he's dieting with him. He's like, hey, I'll diet with you. Very, very thin.
Ludwig. Gunter, and Ricochet? Is that what you're talking about?
Ricochet's in there also.
Because I wouldn't really look at Gulak and say he's shredded.
Well, who would? I'm talking about Ludwig. Look at him. Absolutely shredded.
He's like, oh, I'm sorry.
And Walter's on his way. So they probably are hanging out together.
Oh, mostly, yeah.
Both very lean. There's not a lot of body mass. Oh, shit. God.
My Lord.
I mean, Gulak was getting beat up by women. I mean, seriously. Now he's in there with men. That's just dumb.
I was like, this match is actually pointless. Is it?
It's because it's got Drew Gulak in it.
All right. Here's a trivia. Which 3 WWE legends brawled with the League of Nations at WrestleMania 32? Which 3 WWE legends brawled with the League of Nations at WrestleMania 32? So you have to name 3 people. 3. Let's see. Matthew's like, this match might be good. And Film's like, hopefully we'll get another women's match. We're getting a few good tag matches. The team's not bad. Looks like it's fine. Civic can ignore us all. But I know the reason Chico comes in here and vomits rumors and stuff. It was like, Walter never loses in our hearts. Always a winner to us. Ghostface is in the chat. Hey, Ghostface says hello. Hello.
Hello.
What's your favorite scary movie? It looks like maybe she's lonely. It looks like a real icon is in chat. Hi, Ghostface. LOL. So it was like, do you see the United Kingdom makes the same type of deal with the WWE like Saudi Arabia did?
No.
Yeah, no, that's not going to
No, because our government's not going to pay for wrestling to come there. It would have to be private industry.
Yep. Well,
Saudi Arabia is different. They bet on boxing. They bid on it, and they bring it there for way overpriced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They like to stay involved with their sports. Walter's like, okay, Ayla, thanks. Sophie's like, Stone Cold, blah, blah, blah. Vindicator's like, Walter's presence and theme music is fine, but his booking has been god-awful. It's like Karrion Kross all over again.
Yeah, but Ricochet's here. He's going to be wrestling Ricochet.
He's got to kind of like start with somebody, right? And kind of move his way up or whatever. Looks like that. Jacob says, so Travis, who do you think Kofi tag team partners Steve Austin? Oh, and he answered the trivia, sorry. Who do you think their other partner is going to be? Jacob wants to know. Okay. Hi, Jacob. Nice to see you.
I can't think of anybody that it's going to be unless it's somebody from Raw or something. I'm trying to think who it could be that would make sense. Ciampa, maybe? They haven't used him for a few weeks, from Raw.
Yeah.
There's nobody that makes sense. Thus, Big E's already healed. But it would be a bigger deal if that was the case.
Yeah, but he's not, and
no.
It isn't healing. So sad for him. Really sad. Pico's like, I prefer Ghostface Killer from the Wu-Tang Clan, but whatevs. Ayla's like, save Fat Lisa. Ghostface like, Piccolo, too bad. Too sad. Vindicator's like, I've never seen the face of an actual ghost. Philip's like, hey, Jacob, happy Friday, bro. Matthew says, that's Sophie in the corner. That's Sophie in the spotlight losing her religion. Looks like LOL Matthew. The answer to the trivia question was Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, and Mick Foley.
Big chop.
Can you get that card? Thank you. Sorry.
All right, there's a big stomp right on that shoulder. Yeah, I can't think of anybody that's going to team up with them.
I don't know. It's going to be something weird.
Bianca Belair, maybe? I have no idea.
So we need a third for our group. You want to come help us out? Why not?
Ludwig? Uh-oh, here comes a hot tag. Ricochet's going to come in. Taking it right to Ludwig. Ludwig looks like... Was it Opie was his name on the show with the guy that had his own name? Oh, fuck. Mayberry?
I don't know.
What was that show called? What's his name?
I'm pulling a blank. Andy Griffin?
Yeah, there you go. So, Andy Griffith's son, I think his name was Opie. That's who Ludwig looks like.
Oh, really? I thought he looked like the guy from Terminator.
A little bit, right? Same to me.
The guy that is the liquid dude.
Uh-huh.
So there you go.
Yeah,
Let's see what I thought it was.
That cop could be that kid from Andy Griffith, for all I know.
I totally think it's the guy from the other one. It's gotta be.
So you're saying he could be a robot?
Yes, I think he's a robot.
Whoa!
And they don't age because he is a robot, so it makes sense.
Do you think he'd just melt right there? Just
yes.
And then the droplets would come back together?
And he could just, like, make his arm a sword. It'll be amazing.
Gulak is back in trouble. What happened to fucking Ricochet?
I don't know. I think he got thrown out or something. Oh, yeah, I think he got thrown out by Oh.
Jeez.
Ludwig got the win this time over Gulak, huh? Nice.
Gunther is going to take it right to Ricochet. Because Ricochet is garbage.
Philip's like, oh, Jacob, you definitely missed Ronda Rousey, the sweaty armpit champion, going one-on-one with Raquel Rodriguez. And Jacob G says, hey, hi, Al, how's it going, bro? It was like pet grass, Ghostface, Luke's famous words. So he's like, at least after this year, the United Kingdom fans don't have to complain about not having a wrestling pay-per-view for a while. Philip's like, very good, Jacob,
years.
Glad it's Friday. Pico says, petting grass definitely soothes the soul. Ask JVD, he likes to do it a lot. So it was like, too bad Cesaro isn't with the WWE because I could see him be the partner for Kofi and Woods. It was
Sami,
Sophie,
Zayn, and
blah,
Usos
blah, blah,
in the
blah,
back.
blee, blee, blah. Ghostface like Piccolo, more like Piccola. Jacob says, yeah, and Al and I watched the match, but was being a ninja. Rob is like, Ayla, how's your mate Sophie? Walter's like, yes, got that. Luke's like, I agree. Ayla is like, Pew-Cola, more like Fat Lisa.
It's not reciprocation.
Film's like, what, ninja? What do you keep doing? You can tell me the truth. What's the truth? What do you think of me? Oh, God. Oh, my God, seriously? Why don't
You're the
you
best
like
member
me?
of the bloodline.
Why don't you like me? Philip's like, what, ninja? I didn't see a ninja. Ooh, you're the ninja. Got it.
There he goes.
He
What
calls
if I
like
tried to...
Ghostface like wannabe Michael Myers. Jacob's like Al LOL. Walter's like Ricochet and Gulak get the win. They didn't. They got the loss. P calls like Ghostface like great value Jason Voorhees. Films like ha ha ha. Looks like Andy Griffith. Yes.
Honorary use.
It was like
Wait,
Ghostface
maybe
more
something
like,
like
Jeff.
they bring him in and put some Intercontinental title on him and the U.S. title on him.
Right? You need anything? I got you. Bye, weirdo.
Peace,
He's like, yes, I got called
He
in.
is.
Yes. Matthew's like, laugh my fucking ass off. Cola Pickle's like, Ghostface like half a sack of meth plus 3 Twizzlers. Jesus, you guys. So it was like Drew Gulak, the guy who was a free agent for an hour last year before resigning with the WWE. Ayla's like, fat Lisa. Ghost like Pickle, more like El Cola. Sophie's like, you mean Matlock? Yes, that guy. Ghostface like, all Pickle all over your face. Ew. R. Kelly is not allowed in our chat. Yes. No R. Kelly is allowed in here. Ghostface. That's, nope. Nope, you took it too far. Too far. Too far. Too far. It was like, burn. It was like, why the heck are you guys harassing Ghostface? It looks like, no, not Matlock, Sophie. Pickle's like, it does burn when I pee, so what? Ha ha ha. That's called gonorrhea. It's like, I don't know. Looks like Luke. I don't know. Sophie's like, who's Ghostface? I was like, Sophie, your mom. Pickle's like, Thor movies. Like, I need another hole in my head. Ghostface, Sophie. Pickle's like, get him, Sophie.
They're talking about making like a girl Thor.
Oh, my barf. No. No.
Yeah, it's fine.
No. No, it's not. It's not. Nope.
It's
nope.
Over. It's over. The series is done.
I'm done.
I
will never watch another one again.
I haven't watched it for a long time, but it's going to be the girl from Star Wars. That was his girlfriend or whatever.
My fucking no.
From the other Bolian sister or
Jesus
whatever.
Fucking Christ, no. It was like, it's actually Soapy, not Sophie. Ghostface like, quit picking on me, P-Cola. Sophie's like, whoever writes storylines across all of the WWE must be watching movies or TV shows to get inspiration from it. It was like, Ghostface, if Fat Lisa doesn't like you, chat doesn't like you. I mean, it looks like, I love how chat is becoming a Reddit thread. So he's like, I used to watch Matlock sometimes. Matthew's like, one of the newest venues on the Strip, it opened in 2016. Park Theater is a swink amphitheater within the Park MGM Resort and Casino with 5,200 seats. It's not quite a mega arena. With 5,200 seats, it's not quite a mega arena, but it's not your average casino theater either. That's pretty cool to know.
That's how many seats there are in the MGM?
I think that's in the Park Theater.
Oh, okay.
It's an amphitheater that's within the Park MGM Resort. That's what he's talking about. Jacob says, it's time to see who that mystery partner is. Ghostface, Ayla Taylor. It was like Luke clapping facts. It was like Ayla Taylor Swift, beesh. Matthew's like 5,200 seats for a pay-per-view. Wow. I think it's more than that, hun. It's got to be way more. I don't think they're doing it in the amphitheater itself. Philip's like, well, if you zoom in the thumbnail for Ronda and Rousey, if you zoom in just enough, spot on the thumbnail. Walter's like, okay, bye, guys. See you this Sunday, AEW pay-per-view. Bye, Walter. Have a good weekend. Be safe out there, okay? If you're going to, have barbecues and all that good stuff, be safe. Take care of yourself.
Have a good weekend.
Make good choices and have fun. Film says, hey, Misty and Travis, what is your favorite part about Friday? That it's the end of the week. And it's not.
I don't know. There's nothing. I mean, I could care less about end of weeks. I mean, I like wrestling, but it just depends. Like, there's usually good boxing on Saturday, so it's one step closer. Or UFC or wrestling. There's usually something going on a weekend.
Ayla says, night, Walter. Matthew says, Luke, Sophie is the best influencer in chat. Vindicator says, oh, look, it's the brawling bimbos. Travis, will Mr. Feminine Physique finally get a respectable achievement over Court Jester Woods tonight?
It's really going to depend on who that third member is.
Mm-hmm. Well,
if it's like Drew McIntyre or something, then no.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it does depend on who they get as their dude. Walter's like, be safe Memorial Day weekend. Ghostface says, Ayla, more like Aaliyah Bat. And Luke says, in the comic years ago, there was a female Thor. I don't want to see it.
Probably in the 70s. That's when that stuff started.
Pickle's like, Walter, have a good one. So he says, what happens if they have more than that in an arena? Looks like Thor are following the comic story. It looks like Fine Jeff Face, Ghostface, Ayla, Leah. Pickle's like, I love everybody. Just like to pick. It looks like Meth Face Jeff. So if it's like July 3rd will be interesting if you like both UFC and the WWE. It's July 2nd, but yeah, okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fucking July 2nd.
I think it is too.
No, it really is.
Okay, I think it is too, I just said.
They just advertised it earlier. It's July 2nd.
Sweet.
And that's
so we're
a
on
Saturday.
the same page.
So, yeah, July 2nd there, Sophie, not July 3rd. Matthew says, oh, my fault, wrong place. It's just over 1,600 seats. Oh, just over 1,600, huh? Then here's like, coming from casual viewer, I did research and found out a female is actually from the comic source material, so it's nothing new. And I'm okay with it, long as she's not a Mary Sue. Go say, it's like, people, I don't like you to pick on me. Looks like it was when Thor chose to kill someone in vengeance and the hammer ignored him, but chose his, at the time, girlfriend who ran into a burning building as a normal human to rescue burning kids. Pickle says, when it's a full moon in Florida, the meth heads come out at night. So if it's like, oh, that still stinks. And Go says, okay, Hallie. Ayla says, yeah, coming to Crash Wrestling. Gab Pickle's like, you like AEW Ghostface? Looks like the comic story was actually detailed and made sense. Then Thor got the hammer back after sacrificing himself for Earth. Ghostface like, Pickle, I like WWE. Sophie's like, when AEW held a pay-per-view in Vegas, they had no problem doing a sellout. Pickle's like, more like Wedding Crashers. Ah, the meatloaf. It was like, ew, who watches WWE anymore? Pickle's like, dope, Ghostface. Looks like these male Thor happened in the early 2000s. The female
I'm
Thor.
trying to find the female one, and the earliest one I see, there's one from 2000, and then there's one from 2014. But
Ghostface message retracted, and Sophie's like, I meant July 2nd. Ayla's like, your mom. Looks like Sophie said July 3rd on
1977 was the first time that Jane Foster became Thor.
Who the fuck is Jane Foster?
That's his girlfriend.
Oh. Ghostface like, Pico, let's be friends. Sophie's like, what's the difference between a casual fan and a non-casual fan?
I would say a casual fan just watches, and then the non-casual, like a hardcore fan, pays for pay-per-views, and
they're so into it.
They've watched it
They live that life.
They're putting in time and effort, and they're not going to family events because there's a pay-per-view on. They don't miss Raw for football. They don't miss SmackDown for basketball.
Are you making pokes at P-Cola? Is that what you're doing? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that.
Okay. I'm just teasing.
I mean, you could always do pitcher and pitcher.
It was just because of you said basketball.
Oh, I was
And
just
he liked to watch basketball.
Oh. Well, I would have said basketball for AEW, but people might miss AEW because you don't have to be a fan of both.
True.
I mean, I don't watch Impact, but I don't hate it. You've never heard me say anything bad about it.
No.
I just don't watch it, period. I just don't have time.
As Luke says, a non-casual fan is a hardcore fan, and a casual fan is just a fan who likes something but doesn't go all hardcore. Because like casual fans like foot-long subs, and non-casual fans get subs from Jimmy John's.
All right, guys.
Is that how it works? That's funny. So it's like Mighty Thor. They are going to do that in the new Thor movie. Luke says, "Oh wow, I didn't know they did that early." There you go, 1977. Ghostface says, "P-Cola, can I have some P-Cola?" P-Cola's like, "Brothers don't shake hands. Bros gonna hug." Matthew's like, "Jimmy John's is good shit." I was like, "Happy Memorial Day." Ayla says, "Casual fan is probably one of those office fans, and a real fan is like a swamp cooler."
Right.
They don't want to have a fair fight.
I do feel like they could have said something about what happened in Texas. Like, not politically, but just...
Oh.
Maybe even, 19 bells or something for the 19 children killed.
Yeah. So it's like with sports, it is hard to tell who are casual fans and who are non-casual fans.
Is it? A casual fan watches the games when they're on. The non-casual, like the hardcore guy, has a tattoo of his team, and he pays for the DirecTV or whatever so he can watch all of his team's games.
We know somebody like that. His name is Danny.
Yes.
He is a hardcore fan of a lot of Chicago teams.
All 4 of them. All 4 of the major teams.
He loves them. And he's also a hardcore fan of Stephen King.
Yeah, so his one leg is all Stephen King stuff, and his arm, this left arm is the Michael Jordan stuff, well, the Chicago Bulls. And then this arm is the Bears. His back is the Cubs.
And he's working on the other leg, but I don't remember what's
well, it's probably the Blackhawks.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it's fantastic work. He's got one of the best tattooed artists in the state, and he goes up there, and the guy just does a little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But he won't let him do any more on his back. He's done. He's I'm not touching your back ever again. I don't care how much money you're going to give me. He's like, it'll just get too cluttered.
Yeah, it would. It would be really weird.
It's funny. Danny doesn't know where stuff is. I'm like, well, who's that? Because I didn't know who one of the guys were. And I know baseball pretty well. I'm like, who's that? And he's like, where? And I'm like, okay, not Sammy Sosa, the other dude. And he told me, but I forgot his name.
Brawl and Bruce off-brand Russell buddies. Oh, such a funny joke.
Who?
Because like LOL Delete. Yeah, Travis was totally like, giving you this stink with that one, right? Just kidding. Vindicator's like, Travis and Delita, how did that Rat in the Kitchen show turn out yesterday?
I like it.
I guessed the right person as the rat.
She did guess it. I guessed it last week. This week I was way off.
And these like Mission Dew is coming out with a pickle juice flavor. Oh, Mountain Dew.
Although I did pick what everybody else picked.
That's true. You did pick the guy who everybody else thought was.
Right, but not the actual rat.
Yeah. Sophie says, I don't know what I define myself like, if I'm a non-casual fan or a casual fan.
By the way, when we say we pick it before the show starts. So we just look at them all and just judge them by what they look like.
Yeah, well, and what they tell us. Like, they give us, like, a little history of what they do. And then we just go off of that. And then we watch the show. So we, like, send each other scheduled messages.
It's going to be McIntyre.
Like, 5 minutes to the hour. And then, so while they're, like, guessing who it is, they've already been sent. So we can't change our answers.
He said he has no problem kicking you in the face.
Oh, great.
Drew McIntyre.
It's gotta be so dumb. Yeah, it is. Ugh, so dumb.
There he is. It's what's his name?
It was like that. Matthew says, hearts and beer. Vinegar says, Ayla, you're a casual fan of anything casual fans would be casually interested in watching in a very casual kind of way.
Well, we might as well circle them for the win.
Right?
And then I can
and
put my
now we
clipboard
can quit.
down.
Bye, everybody. Just kidding. Ayla's like, Sophie, you're a poser. Pickle's like, Matthew, you're making that pickle juice. Ayla's like, I like watching oscillating fans. It's a hobby of mine. Chief Detective says, that was really sad. Ramiro Brothers on to front lines. Have a safe Memorial Day, everyone, and I'm not leaving yet. Yes. Make sure if you do have anybody in your family or you know of people that maybe don't have family anymore.
This is grave visit time, so get your flowers and go visit the graves.
It's for soldiers and veterans.
Oh, is that not this weekend?
It is this weekend. Memorial Day is this weekend, but it's actually for soldiers and
I'm pretty
fallen
sure that
soldiers
everybody,
and everything.
like my family, did it this weekend with the flowers.
Yeah. Anyways, but I mean, people do put it on their family graves too, but it's really for soldiers. It looks like a little Ayla Pickle is like, well, I enjoy $5 footlongs, therefore you're a casual. So he's like, I'm a hardcore TV fan though. Pickle's like, my stepbro has all the X-Men tattooed on his back.
There you go. Hardcore.
That's hardcore fans of X-Men. Matthew's like, as a part of a new marketing campaign surrounding the outdoors this summer, Mountain Dew will be testing a pickle-flavored take on the citrus soda with those lucky enough to get their hands on it.
Lucky, huh? That's a different way to say it.
That is so gross sounding. People's like, we watched the animated series and I guess he loved it so much. So much indeed. Veneer's like, Sophie, you're a hardcore speculation and conspiracy fan. Looks like Sheamus can't stop laughing at what the New Day is saying. Looks like amen, Ben. People's like, I want a Mountain Dew hard seltzer. Don't they have them down there? I heard people like, they have them like over in Texas and like the South has them. Like, or maybe it was Kentucky and Tennessee. Maybe it was that area. I heard that they had them in, maybe it wasn't. My bad. Maybe it was more northern Midwest, like Ohio and Iowa. There was somewhere that had a whole bunch of them, and like they're slowly like spreading out. I guess they're really popular. Those Mountain Dew hard seltzers.
Spreading out. They're spreading. It's like COVID.
It's like COVID.
But it's pop.
But it's hard seltzer. It's Mountain Dew alcohol. Matthew says, T-Rex, have you done online gambling?
No.
No, it's illegal in our state.
It's illegal where we're at.
It's illegal in Idaho. Idaho's stupid. Stupid. It looks like Sophie is not a fan of water because she's a robot. Ghostface measures retracted. Sophie's like, I could watch 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, and whatever amount of pay-per-view time, but when it comes to baseball, I can't watch all of it or I get bored.
You got to learn how to judge the game, score the game.
Yeah, score it. It was like Matthew Travis has a major problem with online gambling.
Yeah, I mean, I play fantasy sports, but it takes like the whole year to win $150, or it's way more than that. But
yeah,
I think I win like 500 or 600 or something. But
that's true. Bryce says, okay, guys, it's time for me to go. I'll see you guys later on Monday. Bye. Bye, Bryce. We'll actually be here on Sunday for the AEW's pay-per-view Double or Nothing. So if you want to come and hang out with us for a little bit on Sunday, you're more than welcome to. But if not, we'll definitely see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Ghostface says, oh, my God, it's Moby. Matthew says, let me tell you about my robot friend. LOL, Butters is the best. Right? So it's like, I don't do tattoos. I hate needles, so I'm not that hardcore.
No, not a hardcore fan.
Film says, that's the main event, really. No more women's matches coming up after this. That sucks. Come on, WWE. Don't be like AEW.
Wrestling's a little bit different, though, right? Like, you can be a hardcore fan of wrestling, but you can't get every wrestler tattooed on you. So wrestling's the sport, like football. You can be a football fan, or do you have a team?
Well, I think you'd have a team,
right.
And then you're supporting that team no matter what.
So then if you watch wrestling, wrestling is the sport, so who's your favorite wrestler matters. So I'm a casual, I take it, since I don't have a favorite wrestler. I really don't.
Not
I go
anymore,
each match, I go by who I want to win or which one has the better storylines to see where it goes next.
Right.
It's very predictable that way, too. I would love to just have a wrestler that I cheered for, but there's just none that are worthy of my attention.
It's true anymore. It's quite sad. You're basically a casual watcher.
Yeah,
I mean, we watch it now, and that's it. I mean, maybe you look at news stuff and things like that and keep up on it just for
in the old days there was, and Karrion Kross was on his way to being that guy, so I was getting excited that I was actually going to have a wrestler that I could cheer for.
You've exceeded your account limits for this.
And it's like, oh, crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I mean, because he could have been the guy that I think I could have liked.
Oh, yeah.
He was heading in that direction. Bray Wyatt definitely was. I was kind of excited about wrestling again.
Right.
Because it had been a long time since I had a favorite wrestler.
And then they kind of ruined him by them doing him with the Fiend thing.
The Fiend thing screwed up Bray.
Screwed up everything. It was like, not the same. So it kind of ruined who you liked as the wrestler. I mean, he still did some stuff that same way, but it was kind of like blah. It was like, Sophie, I thought you'd be covered in tattoos, to be honest. Looks like I have a back mural tattoo of an insane clown posse. Louis Cross and 2 Hat Herman. And a sleeve tattoo of different band logos surrounded by clouds. So if it's like, are there any hardcore movie fans out there? It depends on the movies, I guess.
Yeah, you see people with like the Star Wars and the Harry Potters and the, what's another big one? The Matrix was a big one that they did weird shit with.
True. Yeah.
I've never seen those. What's another? Oh, the Lord of the Rings, Hobbit stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's other.
They're starting up. Butch
It
is
is.
taking it
Absolutely.
out on everybody. Ew. Drew Mac's like,
We're going
"You
to see
can't
Butch
get
in
me."
there with Drew Mac. Butch is probably going to pin him or get pinned by Drew Mac.
Right. Phil says, Vin, who will be in a happy armpit match? Liv or Lacey? I choose Lacey. Who do you choose? Looks like, and I'm getting my other sleeve done soon of more logos and music lyrics. It looks like no one here likes movies. Phil's like, yes, Matthew, did you get my other question from Wednesday? And P. Cole's like, movies. Pfft. Looks like, and Jade has a ton of tatas. Oh, tats.
She's got a ton of tits.
She's got a ton of tatas. That's what I thought it said at first. And I'm like,
So Monday, I think the Secrets of Dumbledore is going to be out on streaming services.
streaming services.
The airplane one with Maverick or whatever I think came out today or last week or something. That seems to be very popular. But it's not on a streaming service yet.
No, it's in the theaters still. They got to make money. It was like, movies are for posers. Pickle's like, I'll try. I got invited to a pool party on Sunday. Ooh, that sounds way fun. Hopefully it won't be stormy and gross for you guys. It'll be all sunshiny and fun. So if it's like fantasy sports is hard to do and people do go nuts over that, it was like I have a tatas too, Luke.
I used to have a shit ton of fantasy stuff going on, but I've cut it all the way back to one fantasy team in one sport.
Yep.
It's nuts. Like, I used to spend a bunch of time and money on that stuff.
Oh.
But one of my good buddies in there died, and we had no idea that he died. And so it just kind of took the fun out of it. I mean, those teams were 15 years old that we were doing.
Yep.
And he passed away, and it was just like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't even know how you guys found out.
We did, with the hockey league, we did like a full like investigation because like some of us knew certain things about him. So we put like his email in, and that brought up a little bit. And then, I kind of remember his name being blah. And, and he said he lived in Minnesota.
Right.
So we went through that, and then we remember the last time he talked to us type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He talked to us, he talked to me on Saturday, went to the Mayo Clinic the next day, and was dead by Wednesday.
That's right.
And he didn't say anything. Like, what the fuck? How did you not know? Like, he must have had like a bump or something. Went in there like, oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I could think of.
Right.
But yeah, and he wasn't that old. He was only like 50 or something. It was terrible. On my Yahoo Messenger, which I don't know if it even exists anymore, I wrote a big old thing to him. Sent it. He was gone, so nobody probably ever read it. But yeah, sad. He was a property manager.
Oh.
Which I knew, so I knew things about him.
Right,
So when
like
I read
certain
his
things.
"You Googly," I knew
Googly.
it was him.
Use you googly.
His "You Googly."
That's from a movie, just so you guys know. He does know how to say eulogy.
You Googly.
You googly. Matthew says, I watch cinemas. So it was like, I do have wrestling action figures and pictures, though.
What is it?
Maybe you're slightly hardcore.
What is it?
Sophie has wrestling action figures and pictures.
Yeah, I have some 80s wrestling figures, and then I have some of the newer ones I forgot that I had. They're in a bag in our closet.
Oh, are they?
I just put them in a plastic sack.
Oh, that's
I know
what meant.
I know I got 2 Randy Ortons.
Oh, that's funny.
But they're from, 12, 15 years ago.
Right.
I should just start collecting figurines again. I think, though, if I did toys now, I think I would just keep them in the wrappers. That would be my only flaw nowadays.
You wouldn't open them?
Yeah, because I would be too old to care to play with them.
Mm.
And then, so it would just be a collector thing.
Ah.
And it's funny to think, like, if you buy toys, you're like, they're not going to be worth anything. Because in the 80s, people said, our toys from the 60s are worth a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
And then now those toys from the 80s are worth a bunch of money. But we didn't think that our toys would be worth a bunch of money when we were kids.
Well, yeah, because you're just like, what are these toys?
But we had, like, every single Star Wars toy. We're talking, like, the Death Star and the flying crafts and Luke's flying craft and then Vader's flying craft and then the other Imperial soldiers flying craft because it was a little bit different than Vader's because Vader's had different wings.
Right.
Had them all. And then we had all the Clash of the Titans. So we had the Kraken and all like Perseus and the Pegasus, all those figurines too. I don't know if anybody would give a shit about those, but it's just funny. We had everything because we were just spoiled.
That's funny.
G.I. Joe, every G.I. Joe guy ever. And I'm talking the little guys, never the big ones. We didn't have the big ones.
Right, it was just the little.
The Kung Fu Grip stuff we never did. I think that was before our generation. And then all the Matchbox cars. And then we had the cases that they went in. You know, they were like these blue vinyl boxes that would open. And then there was sleeves inside there. Like 2 for the little ones. And then the big ones had 2. But they were like 30 in each one. Hundreds of cars.
That's fun.
But still up in Larry's attic.
Oh, yeah.
All this stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Totally sure about that. Matthew says, I mean cinematic masterpieces. Sophie says, besides AEW, do you have any plans for that day? I know the pay-per-view limits are your time to be with family and friends.
It's going to be on a Sunday. It's not really going to matter. Like, don't do anything on Sundays anyways, usually.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we're invited to go watch a movie outside.
Not sure how that's going to work out.
But
Matthew says
he just texted me and said, yeah, darkish.
Yeah, Matthew says the greatest movie of all time is Kindergarten Cop. Pickle's like, sorry to tell you, but Marvel movies aren't real movies, right? Phil says, hey, Ayla, would you be interested in getting a tattoo under your armpits? That's actually a thing if you look up pictures of women with tattoos under their armpits.
You can't like that movie because it says that men have penises and women have vaginas.
Yeah, that movie
so
is
it's
not
completely
kosher.
politically incorrect.
Yeah, it's completely incorrect. Matthew's like, I can't stand people who get celebrity portrait tattoos.
I had a girlfriend that got Lady Gaga on her thigh, her face.
Not me. It's not me. Phil's like, Vindicator, Liv, or Lacey Evans. Sophie's like, I love Marvel movies. If I could drive, I would drive to the movie theaters every night. Matthew's like, film, what question? Sophie's like, Riddle and Nakamura. I wonder what that team could be called.
I have been wanting to watch a movie for a long time that I haven't seen that excites me like movies that I know from before. Like, so I'm just been waiting for a movie to go that's like, oh my God, I want to watch that 30 times, you know?
Right.
But I haven't seen one in years. Hot Tub Time Machine was the last one.
Yeah, it's few and far between for those kind of movies.
I guarantee I've watched Hot Tub Time Machine 100 times. Yeah, fuck, 200 easy. Easy.
Bill says, Matthew, try to go back on the Wednesday night live stream, watch it and come right back. Sophie says, I used to be a fan of NASCAR, but I got bored watching it.
Whoa.
Pico's like, Travis, how many leagues did you win when you were playing fantasy sports?
All 4 of them. I mean, I would win all the time because we had minor league systems. And so I follow the minor leagues more than I do the professionals. That's both in hockey and in baseball.
Right.
Like, and then in college football over the NFL. And so we did it with all of them. So you build your team through your minor league system. Mm-hmm. And we only drafted at the beginning of the year, and it's just the free agents. We had salary caps. We had a whole bunch of fun stuff. It was ran like a real teams. We did a lot of fun stuff. 1, 2, and 3. No, Kofi kicked out.
Damn, Kofi.
Former world champion right there.
Thumbs like, I left you a question on Wednesday. I watched long stream at the end where everyone was about to leave the live stream. I left the question there. It was like, is Film trying to talk to me again? Shaking my head. So it was like, does NASCAR qualify as a sport? That's what they say. It's a sport.
Does.
Vindicator says, just realized this was a main event, so I'm jumping off this sinking ship with no sensible captain to steer, talking about SmackDown. I will see you guys for the better show, Double or Nothing. Have a fun Saturday. Thanks, Ben. We'll definitely see you on Sunday then. Have a good rest of your night, and tomorrow have a great day. Mrs. Ayla, will you get a tattoo under your armpits? I was like, I have a couple wrestling pictures hung up on the walls of my room. People was like, already, Vindicator, I don't blame you. Films like Finn, Lacey, Liv Morgan, or Lacey, who'd you pick? Vindicator's like, later, Picola Cola. Sophie says, I have random pictures of different things in my room. Ayla's like, not under, but I'd get a nude girl with one leg on my arm, more towards my shoulders. When I lift my arm, my hairy pits is the bush. Good one. Ayla's like, Nightman. Matthew's like, T-Rex, my buddy, has been cooking toys for years.
Collecting, yes. That's cool.
He's been cooking them, too.
Whoa.
He's getting ready to launch his business. The health scare mess things up, but I've been investing in him. Nice.
That's
He's
way
like,
cool.
peace, Vin. Piccolo says, that reminds me of a bartender friend. He's got a tattoo of a girl in a martini glass right on the ribs.
That's funny.
Vindicator says,
Neckbreaker by Drew.
Don't let Sophie foreplay get you in trouble, Ayla. Sophie says the greatest movie of all time, in my opinion, is Indiana Jones 1. I was like, bye, Vin. I'll save you that question for later. Vindicator's back at you, Matt. It was like, real men have mini panties and a mangina. Matthew's like, I'm going to start selling tampons directed towards the unmen. It was like, don't tempt me, Vin. Sophie's like, or Grease. Chief Detective says, yep, that's right. They are back in Chi-Town next week, baby.
Yes, they are.
Oh. They didn't show that, but pretty sure Sheamus just took out
Butch?
Woods.
Oh, was that Woods?
Sheamus took out Woods, and then Kofi took out Sheamus, and Ridge Holland's trying to get it. Drew. Pico's like, Sophie, you're being serious, aren't you? Ayla's like, no, Sophie, I will not make out with you, jeez. Looks like, oh, I love Pat McAfee.
Yeah, he does a good job, doesn't he?
He said something funny, didn't he?
I don't know.
I must have missed it. So it was like, no joking, I don't know what
That's
I qualified
it,
as
Claymore!
the greatest movie of all time. Matthew's like, NASCAR is a motorsport.
What's the greatest movie of all time? You said something about the greatest movie of all time.
Sophie says, no joking, I don't know what I qualify as the greatest movie of all time. Oh, Xavier. Film says, Matthew, I remember I was who will win in a shaving armpit match. Jade,
whoa!
Velvet, Carmella,
Wood's gonna get the
Stephanie.
pin. That's for Big E.
Matthew says, hot lesbo action. So it was like, my sister has a lot of tattoos, but they're all random. Well, says, just getting interesting. Stephanie McMahon was never in the match. Who was Liv Morgan? Matthew says, selling toys, not cooking. I think you should cook them. Sophie says, having a rib tattoo, that must have hurt getting it. Chief Detective says, oh yeah, last year when I was coming back to Chicago, I landed in Pocatello Regional Airport and stayed overnight at a hotel. Then in the morning of the early dawn, I left back home. Sweet.
And boom.
We're in some place. That's cool. Matthew's like, that was a beautiful elbow drop. Ayla's like, I have a rib tattoo. Not terrible. Sophie's like, we have 4 minutes left. Piccolo's like, it's all right. I'm a movie snob, so I won't add my dog in this fight. I was
we
like,
got
oh no.
1 minute left now.
I don't see the thumbnail for Ronda and Rodriguez. Luna's like, good night, everyone. I was like, Ayla, why did you get a tattoo of a rib? It was like, Fat Lisa, you seem like a snob, no offense. So I was like, I'm not a movie snob. I'm picky about what movie I want to see. It was like, because they're delicious. Looks like, okay, this is funny. LOL.
I'm a movie snob.
Oh, God.
He's doing the Ric Flair.
Is that the Ric Flair?
The strut was.
Oh, I thought it was something that Big E did. He doesn't
so.
do that stuff either.
No.
Oh. Anyways, it looks like Fat Lisa's a movie snob. Picole's like, did someone say ribs? Matthew's like, LOL. So he's like, which is the hardest body part to get a tattoo on? Blum says, if you want to get a tattoo, go for it. No one ain't judging you.
I'd say the eyeballs. They do that, and that's creepy as fuck.
But is it the hardest part? It looks like, okay, night all. Film says, Matthew, did you get the question? It looks like your face, Sophie.
I mean, if you were to try to get a tattoo on your dick, but your dick had to be hard for it to work, that would be the hardest one. Because you'd have to stay hard.
Yep.
So you'd have to take a Viagra or something.
Yeah, it does have to be.
Because it would be very annoying. But some people might get off on pain, so it might work.
True.
But then they might get off in the middle.
And then what?
Then it would get smaller.
And it's like, no film. Ayla's like, I just watched some Cheese last night. Sweetheart on Netflix. Wanna laugh? Check it out.
Cheese?
Sweetheart on Netflix. You watch some Cheese? Why were you watching Cheese?
Cheddar.
It was like, you palm, Sophie. Picole's like, my kitchen friend tatted whore in the inside of his lip.
That's pretty cool.
It's interesting.
See a man whore?
All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us tonight for SmackDown. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll see you on Sunday. We'll be here Sunday. It is the AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view. There are going to be a lot of matches. So, yeah, join us for that.
Should be good. Anyways, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching Wrestling Gab, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye, everybody.